Hey everybody, look who made it over here to Studio 54th Street. This is Crisco Jones from the Greyhound Playboys, right? The Greyhound Playboys.
Yeah, don't leave that part out.
So I saw his band in Manny's backyard party. Manny's a bass player, keyboardist who puts on shows in his backyard, and I always get turned on to the greatest bands, and you guys were definitely the highlight of that day, next to Starstrut and Double Plus All Right.
Yeah,
yeah, so amazing.
The last band really turned me on. They're a skate punk band.
Yeah, the female singer in the band called Suck It.
Yeah, Suck It, of course. Because she would yell "Suck It" after every
I know,
song.
right?
And she was fucking tore up. It was late. It was like 11 o'clock at night, an hour.
Had a lot of time to drink all day. Yeah. Well, cool, man. I mean, I was so blown away, especially by your keyboard player. So,
Jeff Hashfield. Yeah. Man. He's been in 100 bands. He's still in the 500, and he's a great guy.
Wow. He's a lifer. He's one of those guys that just lives for playing, it seems to be.
His mom forced him to play keyboards or piano as a kid, and he's just playing the standards, and later in life broke out and is doing a lot of fun projects.
Right on.
The DeSoto Reds they have an album release party in Albany at the Ivy Room coming up soon. DeSoto Reds, check them out. They're a great band.
Yeah, we like to throw these names out there so everybody can do research on YouTube and the internet to find out your favorite band that may be this hidden gem that you don't know about, like the Greyhound Playboys. When did you all start this band and this lineup, or anything you want to add to that?
Well, yeah, it's kind of a weird story, I guess. Short story probably isn't fun, so I'll go the long route and go back to the mid-90s, writing songs with a band called Gang Bang and Liquor. I was an electronic music major at College of San Mateo, and there was another dude there that played guitar, and we're like, hey, let's do something, and started writing songs. A lot of young angst, a lot of high energy, short attention span shit. Just having fun, fucking knocking shit out. And we played a bunch of dives. We played the Boomerang on Haight Street.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's a great club. And it's kind of funny now. We played a few of the same songs with the Greyhound Playboys in what is now O'Reilly's.
Yeah.
So.
And in between it was the Milk Bar, because I played there as the Milk Bar. So it's good that, I mean, remember the days where it was like the I-Beam, we had Murrio's. Haight Street was definitely full of more venues back in the day, but at least we still have that one, O'Reilly's now.
Yeah, I got out of there at midnight, and it was Saturday night, and I was walking around, and felt so safe. I was so sad. It's all clean.
Yeah.
I never got to the Milk Bar because I'm lactose intolerant.
Ah.
Yeah, but anyway. So yeah, me and this dude just played and wrote some stuff. Well, I wrote everything and he played along.
Right on.
And we needed a bass player, and so they put one in my hand. And I don't play bass. I still don't play bass, but I played bass in the band that we're in now.
Are you going to try to find a bass player so you can just concentrate on the vocals?
Yes. And
I mean, it's another personality and schedule to deal with. We all know how that goes.
Terrible, yeah. So. Who can do that? Who has the time and the energy? I don't have it. And I definitely one day I'm going to get on to Craigslist right now. I'm going to get someone to do it, and then I'm like, fuck it. And then I get it even deeper and think, a good bass player would not be the Greyhound Playboys. I mean, we're a scuzzy fucking rock band that, if I write everything and I do, all the shit is, rooted in a very simple melodic bass, and the vocals are second, and then, the guitar, I would say, really shapes it. And then, when we added the piece of a really competent drummer, not going over, and I always want like some guy beating the shit out of the drums real hard, but we got a good guy who's like, he knows better. He's doing what the music dictates, and I love him for that. And then we're an okay three-piece. But then we got this fucking lacy butter, wonderful Jeff Hatfield doing the fucking keyboards that just it makes us legit.
Yeah, and you all can see a clip or two songs on Entertainment Getaway TV where you're going to see this interview. Is that this keyboard synth player guy, Oregon? I mean, he was rocking out.
Organ player.
He was fun to watch and very skilled at his craft, and I really enjoyed it.
But
so where does the name originate from? Greyhound Playboys. That's a great name.
Thanks. Yeah. Just shooting shit out and throwing shit against the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
We're a sexy band. I write, like I said, I'm lo-fi, scuzzy, fucking music, and we're sexy. We like to fuck and we like to get high, and
I like. So your jacket's gray. That may be a sign of the gray in the band's name.
Well, it was white, but I've been I sleep in it, and no.
He was on the road, and all the smog got on his jacket.
Totally. No, I go to thrift stores and I pick up jackets for $5, and then people like leave me alone. When I was in my younger years, I looked like shit, and people would fuck with me, and now I'm like, oh, dude, if I clean up my hair a little bit and I wear a nice jacket, people like go, oh, good day, sir, and they let me fucking go about my business, and which is their business. So
yeah, right on. Well, where can people find links to your music, current recordings, albums, music videos, anything?
OnlyFans, Pornhub, and just the usual spots.
Okay.
The GreyhoundPlayboys.com, Bandcamp. Where else are we? We're on all the shit. When you make an album and then you like get it put out there, and CD Baby was helpful, and just like, poof, dozens and dozens of platforms, shit from fucking weird countries, places that you never heard of. When that stuff pulls up, I'm always like, wow, the music industry is fucking crazy. There's some Eastern Bloc countries that are like, hey, the Greyhound Playboys, we love you. I'm like, all right.
So
Middle Eastern countries, I don't know.
Was it with this current lineup that these recordings were done?
Yeah, that's a funny story.
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone except the guitarist. I sat in my garage and hashed out some of those old. My first band was Gang Bang and Liquor, and we did some great shows, some crazy shows.
What a name! You sure can pick them.
Yeah.
Gang Bang and Liquor.
Totally.
There's a all-star rock band, members of Guns N' Roses, Type of Negative, Quiet Riot, called Hookers and Blow.
Nice.
And that's
right to the point.
yeah. So Gang Bang and Liquor, that's a great one.
Thank you.
So what do you have any plans to record any new songs this year in 2026 or
I'm not
any?
done with the last question. I got my brain.
Sorry. Jumping ahead.
Crank it back up. Gang Bang, like we were playing those songs. I was playing. I found a guy on Craigslist who lived fucking 2 blocks from me, up in the East Bay Hills, and I was like, holy shit, let's jam. And it was just me and him. He was playing guitar, and he fucking kicked ass. And he was like, I want to play blues, and I want to do this and that. And I'm like, hey, can you play some just garbage shit for me and just wail on solos? I love fucking guitars. I love 60s, 70s rock bands that with big guitar solos, and but I bring it down to this punk minimalistic vibe with my bass playing and my singing and stuff. And he kind of was like, oh, this is weird and interesting. I'm kind of digging it. And so we wrote a bunch of songs, or I wrote them and kind of told him what I was feeling, and he fucking played like a maniac. He's a virtuoso. He just got out of bands in Australia and was here, and he was great. So we recorded with him. Mr. Michael Palmer. Fuck you, dude. Fucking
fuck you for being so good at what you do.
That and then what happened? Fuck motherfucker. He's like, hey, this recording turned out really good. I got it done on the cheap from a friend of a friend, and it was just great. And he's like, I want to mix it and master it. And I was just like, that's cool. I was gonna pay someone some money to do it and get someone good, and I got Hans Decline in L.A., who's like Grammy fucking dude, and I was like, well, I got it set up. It's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. It was really awesome for him to say that. But I told him that, and then like a day after we recorded, I get a email that was really that really hurt my feelings that you didn't want to have me master it, and I'm out. And we had like gigs lined up and fucking we were hot as shit, and I was just like, you motherfucker. Never quit a band when you have fucking gigs. Play the goddamn gigs. Quit. You can quit. And then, but like, effective.
Come through on your commitment. I couldn't agree more. My band broke up, and I had a sweet gig on the waterfront in Vallejo lined up. Oh, nice. And after the DNA Lounge fiasco, and then everybody quit. And here I am, did a radio promotion a week before for this gig. And then I had to make the call. Hey, they quit on me. The call of shame. Yeah. So I get that. I couldn't agree with you more on that. Yeah, it's like so complete your task before you bail. You know.
And by all means, quit. Put your the due date or whatever end date, and then walk away after that. But anyway. So that's only a couple of years ago, and it's not like it's a sore point in my life.
What memorable gigs have you played? The Backyard one was awesome. You said Boomerang. What other cities and clubs have you played at?
The Ivy Room in Albany is fantastic. We love them. We love getting around. We love house parties. We love places where it's just fucking crazy, where we don't know what we're gonna expect, and we don't know who we're gonna meet. We played the Planetarium. Dude, that's great. That's fucking everyone. Planetarium in Richmond. It's a new place. It's a venue owned, supported, whatever, by the middle-aged queers. And it was an old karaoke bar. So they have like all these private rooms, There should be, you should hook up your sex clubs there. We should have sex parties there. That's a side note, and yeah.
It sounds like the place we played in San Francisco called Music City Star Factory. Wow. It's like a museum with gold records and history on the wall, but yet they have little rooms where these bands play, and then they have a big room where the bigger band plays, and they have comedy nights, and it's pretty awesome. But
I love how terrible that's the Music City Star Factory.
Yeah. It's really worth checking into. You guys should try to get a gig there and check it out for its history.
They can call our manager. They can fucking.
Well, where's the contact info to book you guys? Let's do that.
The Greyhound Playboys at Gmail goes straight to Dick.
And that's on your website.
Yeah. The Greyhound Playboys at gmail.com.
Cool.
The Planetarium had a great show the other day and played with Pussy Velour, my new favorite band out of Reno, Nevada. Wolfgang is amazing. He fucking brings the frontman back to frontman. I think a lot of people are kind of chill and they move around, they dance a little bit.
Yeah.
I can't do much. I'm tethered with my bass, so I'm just like Anyway, he's not tethered with any instruments, and he fucking tears it up. And he's got his sister playing next to him, and his girlfriend, and they're both lovely, lovely young ladies, and they both rip, and and together with this fucking kick-ass drummer who only has one cymbal. He has a crash, and he's got a kick drum, a snare, and a low tom, and that's it. And it sounds so full. I'm just so jealous. I'm just like, you guys got it. Bravo. Pussy Velour. Go see them.
Yeah. Great band name again, going back to the great band names.
And they're sexy like us, and they love sex and promote sex and being awesome.
Nice.
There's so many, I think sex-oriented, unawesome dudes out there who are like, my dick's bigger than yours kind of thing. Or, derogatory to women or men or whoever they're trying to sleep with. And there's a lot of assholes out there.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you could be, sexy and have a fucking awesome drug-fueled wonderfulness going on and be, all cool. And that needs to be celebrated more. So anyway, I think they celebrate it wonderfully. They're amazing. And we also caught up with them after it was a 10-day road trip. So they were fucking, haggard from the road, and I got that contact high. We were the local band in from playing Richmond from Bay Area here, and anyway, it was just like, whoa, you guys are fucking on it, and we love it. It was awesome. And we also played with a band from Wyoming that really brings out some spice into their songwriting.
I admire anybody who finds the right people that are committed to take it beyond state lines, and because for me, I've only been the furthest out, Sunnyvale, Concord, and Petaluma. Other than that, it's been Berkeley, San Francisco, Oakland. Well, never found the committed team. Did you guys ever go to other states
we're all family men of a certain age, and so getting away is a little tough. And
jobs can keep you tied up to not get out to and do that. So, do you have any music videos currently, and or are you going to work on any? Yeah. Okay, all right. Those are the better ones.
Yeah, totally right. No, we're thinking about that stuff.
Yeah.
We're just having fun. We just love to rock out
and look at how fun they are when you watch that clip on Entertainment Getaway TV, and just a fun band. You guys definitely brought this party vibe, and everybody was digging it. And you guys were really blew me away. I've seen a lot of bands, and I'm like, man, these guys are on their shit in the best way. So well. Best of luck to what you're going to do in 2026, and we want to go from present to past. And what's your musical background? Other bands that you were in, other things you recorded, anything in that world?
Well, there was a thrash band that I was in called the Mudcocks, but we exploded before we,
Was that in the heyday of all the thrash bands like Forbidden Testament, Exodus?
Early 90s.
Okay.
Early 90s, yeah.
What were they called again?
The Mudcocks.
Mudcocks.
Yeah. That was.
So
you remembers them and drop me a line.
If somebody heard your current music, they wouldn't associate you for being a thrash metal guy. And same with me. I'm a thrash metal guy, but I do this electronic dance industrial rock thing.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of funny. People always ask what we are, and I'm like, I don't know, man. We're just like making music, and I hear stuff in my head that, I don't know if you're hearing it when you listen to my album, but it doesn't matter as long as you're having fun and everyone's having fun. It's all good.
What about? Let's touch on more about your. Didn't you say you came up doing this electronic producing and?
Yeah.
What's that background?
Well, I was pretty terrible at most instruments, and so when it was time to go to college, I was like, I'm gonna, focus on electronic music. Let the computer do the work, and it was at, in the late '80s, early '90s, when computers sucked, and it was time-consuming, and I've had plenty of really big projects just crash and just fucking disappear, and that like kicked to the nuts, and so I sort of got out of that, and then I got into to radio, and I was hanging out at KZSU Stanford for 5 years, '99 to '04, and that's really where shit got kicked into high gear. That's where that's where I woke up. KZSU Stanford College Radio. Tune it in. If you
in Stanford,
If you listen to any shit on the radio, it better just be non-commercial fucking college radio, community radio. KALX, Berkeley, KUSF, KXSF. There's so many great stations around here. We're so lucky. And
and a lot of bands can play there and be interviewed.
Totally, exactly.
In the studio.
Just share your stuff, get to know them, listen. Key thing is listen, show up and listen. And when I say show up, I'm thinking, show up at shows, but also call in, let them know what you're thinking, email, give them props, and you got to find your tribe. There's a lot of crappy DJs that come through, but they go and they come and go. And there's some great ones that do amazing shows that'll turn you on to stuff you've never heard of, and then they turn you on to and more stuff, and then it's just like, holy shit, now you've got thousands of new bands in your fucking repertoire. and it's a beautiful thing. College friggin' radio. If you just listen to Live 105 and the top hits,
or 107 The Bone, they play the same fucking 20
songs.
bands, the same 2 songs from each band. It's just ridiculous. It's like there's no. One of my favorite bands from the Bay Area is Faith No More. They always play Epic, and I'm like, wow, they have a catalog of just the best songs ever. Big Primus fan. It's like same stuff. Nothing's creative anymore with that.
And I don't want to hate on all the bands, because I mean they're a lot of great bands, and they're cool people, nice people, but even they don't like those songs that they play over and over, and they're just like, please, we're more than a one-trick pony. But yeah, go turn yourself onto some crazy stuff. Show up at these shows. Do you want to go see that Live 105 band that costs like $85 to see, and you're going to be way the fuck up in the bleachers, and they're driving by in their tour bus and they'll just like fucking won't even spit on the ground next to you. But or you can go to fucking Lane Splitters on a Saturday night and go see fucking some groups that Manny brings in, and fucking go get a pizza, and you can be like, hey, that was a great song, would you like a fucking slice of my cheese pizza?
Yeah.
And that's what music's about for me. That's what life's about for me. So like, enjoy that. That's so special. You get something going in common with some guys and gals, and just there's tons of great shits going on, and people always complain there's no good music, or it's too expensive, and it's like, well, you're fucking barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah. People don't they'll save all kinds of money to go see Foo Fighters and Beyonce, Metallica, $500 a ticket, but not come to see one local show for free twice a week. It's ridiculous. So,
totally.
As a singer and a bass player, what are some of your influences? We all have inspirations and fans of other bands or artists. So what is it for you? What singers or bass players do you admire?
I like that squirty, dirty funk bass, and I hear that when I play, but it's not what I play. I wish it was, and I guess I don't.
My favorite bass sound is the slap pop and the Flea, Les Claypool, Larry Graham, who invented the Sly and the Family Stone. But
totally.
But as far as vocalists go, what vocalists out there have just inspired you over the years?
Jello Biafra does.
Dead Kennedys and his Guantanamo Babe. He's always a mover and a shaker.
Yeah.
I actually gave him a demo for my band before we recorded our debut album, and he took time to email me back and said, hey, we're not signing anybody lately, but I really like what you're doing. And I thought, man, he didn't have to do that. That was like for really a real somebody that just from the heart. That's awesome, man. So yeah, Jello.
I haven't heard back from him. I sent him something.
Okay. Well,
but he had a stroke, so maybe he's a little laid up. Hey, you got plenty of time sitting in the hospital bed, Jello. Listen to that shit.
Yeah, this was way back in 2010 when we did this, and what other vocalists in the scene?
Lux Interior is huge. For me. Anyone who's just doesn't give a fuck about what's going on, and they're just screaming and putting their whole heart and soul into something. And then I pull from Elvis, I pull from Ray Charles, I pull from all the greats, all the old fucking Howlin' Wolf, I pull from all that stuff that we were forced to listen to as kids in your parents' car, and I just it comes out little chips and chunks into different amounts, and so.
Cool.
Is that an answer?
Yeah, and what outside of music inspires you as well? You mentioned karate and skateboarding.
Yeah.
What is this outside of music? What does that do for you to say inspire you, or the people around you that do it as well?
I don't know. I like gardening, and now you know, I grew up like resenting a lot of the stuff that I was forced to do, and now I'm embracing it in my older years. And so, like, just taking walks.
Yeah.
I love that. I love fucking traveling. I love eating fine foods and you know, checking shit out.
A gardener.
Yeah.
A skateboarder.
Yeah.
A karate guy. A walker.
Yeah.
Hey. He's a man of many hats and many talents.
Yeah, well, yeah, jack of all trades,
Master
of a few.
Yeah.
Normally the saying is master of none, but I've mastered quite a few now, and I'm not afraid to try something new. That's what's special.
Right on. So what do you got? We'll wrap this up. And what do you got for 2026? You gotten any shows you want to promote?
Yeah.
Anything going on for the Greyhound Playboys?
Yeah, we got a few shows coming up, and then we're going to take some time off to record and kind of, you know, go into 2.0 mode and see what's going on. But the June 6th, we're doing Solar Van. We played them before, but it rained out, and we had to play Spats in Berkeley. So I kind of feel gypped that I didn't get my full Solar Band experience. Everyone knows Lee Hoffman and what he's doing out there in Emeryville.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of footage from Lee Hoffman's Solar Band Saturdays on Entertainment Getaway TV. He also books shows at Ivy Room and the Mojave Gardens in San Francisco.
Yeah,
he's a guy who really is in there like Manny, you know, like putting bands on and getting shows lined up together. It's a lot of work, and you know, not a lot of get back. And
he's getting it back, like spiritually, karmically, man.
Yeah.
He's got his.
Can you believe he gets players to do shows in frickin' Brazil and Tokyo?
I know.
I mean, here I want to cross one state line, or even go to LA to play one show in my lifetime. But Lee is like, oh, I think I'll go over to Brazil and Tokyo and just have somebody over there learn my songs, and I'll go in and sing over whoever's playing.
Totally.
That's brilliant, man.
He left yesterday for Colombia. So
there you go.
Living the life.
He's a guy that he's so passionate. He just no matter what cost, he makes it happen. So
go check him out. The Solar Van Saturdays.
Yeah. And go check the Greyhound Playboys at Solar Van Saturdays.
Yeah.
And other gigs lined up for 2026.
August 22nd, we're bringing it down to Lane Splitters. Love that place. Love just letting loose. You know, my kids go eat pizza and run around, and you know, we have a good time. And it's just always some fun bands and stuff you've never seen or heard. And so yeah, the price is right and the location's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, very local support. Places like Stay Gold Deli and Barbecue that have bands play there. Lane Splitter Pizza that have bands play there. I mean, again, this is just free. So there's no excuse not to come out and support this at all. So
you're going to be eating pizza on the weekend anyway. Might as well, you know, see some cool bands, shake some hands. You know, there's always merch to be had. We never sell merch. I fucking like, oh, you liked our band? Here's a fucking t-shirt, man. Enjoy. You know?
Right on. So. Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for your time. Again, this is Crisco Jones here for the Greyhound Playboys on Entertainment Getaway TV. Again, you can see the live clip in Manny's backyard on the channel already. It's up with all the other 12 bands or so that played that day. It was so amazing.
That was great.
And thank you so much for your time for coming out, and catch him on a stage near you and a club and venue near you soon, people.
Thanks, David.
Yep.